Why do women drive cars with bald tires? The goddamn check engine light is on. It's smoking and shit. No oil. They ignore the overheating light. They thought it was just pretty lights. When women are married, they have a 24/7, 365 day a year full-time on-service bodyguard. I don't even know women realize the value in that alone. You think because you got a gun and you can call 911, that's all the protection you need. The presence of a husband is a deterrent. Like, even if your wife didn't pay bills at 21, what you was doing at 21 that you was able to carry a household like that at that age? Shout out to you. The difference between you and him is that maybe your intrinsic value to your wife at age 21 was your wallet, but to Ricky's, it wasn't. So as a result of her getting with a dude that wasn't able to do that, and she stuck with him for everything except for the finances, she's now being able to reap those rewards 25 years later. It's kind of a difference there. But you know, the thing is, I understand what you're coming from, Clout. And to everybody, that young girl in the video, man, she's speaking from the comforts of Big Daddy government.
That's a fact.
Fellas, listen.
Ooh, that part.
Fellas, we are competing against Uncle Sam. He is the new baby daddy. He is. But have y'all seen that movie, Dead Presidents? What was my man's name? Goddamn, when he went to war and then the pimp was
Cuddy. You're talking about Cuddy.
So when he was messing with Cuddy, yeah, his girl.
Look at you bringing home the groceries. And when I used to bring home the groceries, made me feel good, made me feel like a man. Listen here, young blood.
Wonder who taught her all
government is Cuddy. If you haven't seen the movie Dead Presidents, go take a look at it. Everybody buy it, get it on Netflix, Hulu, whatever you stream on. Go watch Dead Presidents to understand some stuff. Cuddy is the new pimp. The government is the new Cuddy. And women are saved by not some, all of their bad decisions. If they can't work, they got a place to stay. If they have children, they got somebody to take care of them. They are comforted by all bad decisions. And that is what I think Clout is saying when he says that this girl is saying, well, damn, the fuck is the benefit to a dude? But I'm saying you're only saying that because you know you got Cuddy to fall back on. Here's the problem. This is where the brothers was saying she has no wisdom. See, I teach a thing about knowledge and wisdom. Everybody's knowledgeable. I just spoke about this on my Monday podcast. Everybody is knowledgeable, but it takes a little bit of time and service to get that wisdom. And wisdom protects your knowledge. I know you can read what the fuck you can find on Google. I know you can read it. I know you heard it from your friends. I know everything, ladies, especially the young ones. It's not until you skin up your knees and go through some shit till you realize you didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. And the government is relying on you to think you know everything, just so you could fall on your face. This is where Kevin was talking about. The reality is marriage is a win-win for women. Do you know why women have fucked up apartments? They shit is all fucked up, cables all over the place, the TV's half hanging off the wall. If it's on the wall, it's probably leaning on the floor. Furniture half built because ain't nobody around there to put the shit together the right way. Why do women drive cars with bald tires? The goddamn check engine light is on, it's smoking and shit. No oil. They ignore the overheating light. They thought it was just pretty lights. When women are married, they have a 24/7, 365 day a year full-time on-service bodyguard. I don't even know women realize the value in that alone. You think because you got a gun and you can call 911, that's all the protection you need. The presence of a husband is a deterrent. Now, Clout, you mentioned the other thing. You were talking about economics and you were speaking about money, and I get it. But during the pandemic, women lost their shit. If it wasn't for friend zones, clout, friend zones, uncles, brothers and dads, women would have fucking been in total despair. When we ran out of toilet paper, I was in Target and women was running around like the sky was falling. The men was cool, calm, and they was like, well, whatever, we just, we gonna wipe our ass. We're gonna figure a way. Women they didn't know what the fuck was going on because they couldn't get no goddamn toilet paper. The economy does matter. And having a husband, ladies, you can't afford to be alone. You guys are getting evicted by the droves today. And we ain't even hit the damn worst of the economy right now. Did anybody have an old mom or old auntie right now? Don't she call everybody for something? How many of y'all got an old auntie that you wish that she had a man with her right now? Because she needs you to come get she needs you to get something off the top of the cabinet. She needs you to come take a look at this. And can you fix that? And something's always wrong. And there's no man around to do that. Then you got the other auntie who's married and you don't hear from her because she got her husband. This is the wisdom that this young lady in the video has no idea talking about because she's living on the comforts of her knowledge and with lack of wisdom. She thinks she knows everything because she hasn't gone through the shit yet. She hasn't experienced it yet. My father died last year, 79 years old. May he rest in peace. My mother was robbed last month at the grocery store. She's 77 years old. I live in LA. We got houses in the valley. She was in the valley. She was at the grocery store. I think it was called Gelson's or Albertsons. And somebody came and went while she was checking for fruit or something like that. She left her purse in the cart, in the basket. And little dude walked by, snatched the whole purse, hit the door. We got the video of him running out the door. I got an older sister, but who does she call? Who does my mother call for everything that she needs now that my father's gone? Me. And who sprung into action when she said her purse was robbed? And I track my mother's phone. Now that I track my mother almost like she's my wife. Almost like she's under my care right now. My mom, I send her money when she needs it. I take care of my mother and I track her phone. And who sprung into action and had to go and track that phone downtown Los Angeles and had to make some things happen last month? My sister couldn't have done that. And if my mother didn't have me, she wouldn't have had nothing. She locked out of her Mercedes, didn't know what to do. The cool, calm, and collected guy was me. If it wasn't me, it would have been a husband. There is a win-win situation for marriage. And if women can't see it, don't fuck with them, fellas. If she feels that she knows everything, but ain't been through nothing or doesn't understand it, like Ricky is saying, if you don't even understand the value of marriage, if you're not hearing what Sir Hale is saying, brothers, don't even bother with that because she's already been tainted. She's been fully indoctrinated. She is fully indoctrinated, and to get her to turn that shit around is a waste of time to even try. Now the question could be flipped on men, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's a whole different conversation. Does modern marriage even benefit women anymore? Hell yes. Yes, it benefits women. And by and large, most women know it does. That's all I got.
Let me get Sweeney in there. Go ahead, Sweeney.
Oh, shit. Where do I even begin? I'm so sick and tired of people talking about our grandparents like you lived a life, like you were there. You didn't live it. You don't know what they went through, why they did what they did, any of that. And you speaking as if you know. You don't know. And I'm going to keep it real. The group that you're talking about, they were with the highest marriage group, they got the best results. The government was at its highest. There wasn't economic inequality as much as it is now. They were homeowners. They got the most out of their government. They got the most when it came to politics. Everything they did, they raised arguably the best group of kids. Look at our results today with a group of people who don't value marriage. Look at our results. You want to talk about how it doesn't benefit anybody? Look at the results. Our kids are the worst. They're not doing shit. most economic inequality, people getting evicted left and right, jobs going down the toilet. What are we talking about? On what planet do we live? In what place is two incomes worse than one?
What are you talking about?
This is what I said when, and this is why when I think when Big Cloud said, "Well, some men out there ain't paying bills." I don't care about what some men ain't doing. Most people pay bills. Most people are fucking adults out here. You can't find one. You can't find one to get with and make it down the road with each other. Two incomes is always better than one. Working it out, two parents is always better than one. No matter how you slice it. It's absolutely beneficial. Hell, they still give tax benefits for it. At bare minimum. What are we talking about? Is it beneficial for us when we get the worst results? And you want to know how I know we getting the worst results? Because all our women are in the comments complaining and all our men are on the panels complaining. That should tell you something right there. Obviously, we're not getting good results right now. Because if the women didn't want us, they wouldn't complain about us. And if we didn't want the women, we wouldn't complain about them. But somehow we can't figure out a way to make it work. Most of us are average ass fucking people, and you can't find another average person to make it through life with. Two average people to come together become above average. Because I guarantee you that extra income is a whole lot better than your single ass is doing. Then you come out here and then you make babies, and then you wonder why, okay, you keep saying how much you don't need the other person, but then your kids grow up fucked up. And now y'all both sitting there looking at each other trying to blame the other person for why the kid is fucked up. It's your fault. No, it's my fault. No, it's your fault. It's your fault. No, you did this. If you didn't do that, I wouldn't have did this. What are we talking about?
Talk about them kids. I forgot to touch that.
And we sitting here trying to figure out whether marriage is beneficial. This whole entire country was built on nuclear families. You don't make it without it. The very building block of community is the families first. And then you extrapolate to community. That's why we got the worst politics we ever had in multiple generations. The worst. Women lost a lot of their goddamn rights. Men losing a bunch of rights. We can't get it right in court. We arguing and fighting. And here's the tripped out part. You want to know where court comes into play at? Court comes into play when you can't stay together. Because the court has no bearing on your marriage. Can't nobody from Big Daddy government come in and tell you how to do your marriage. Court doesn't even come into play until y'all fuck up. But we sitting over here trying to figure out where we went wrong. And of course it's beneficial. It's beneficial for us all. But keep doing it the way y'all doing it then. You're going to find out how beneficial marriage is. Because we going down the toilet right around and you seeing it happen live in front of us. How fucked up shit is getting. And reason why most of that is going on because we got a bunch of hyper individuals thinking they can go it alone. Thinking that you can make it from one side of life to the other side of life by your damn self. And you think you don't need no damn body until you need somebody. And now you're asking everybody else to come in and help you and pick up the pieces when that was supposed to be your partner who you were supposed to create some kids together that looked after y'all when y'all got old. Because you want to know what happens with individuals that don't need the other person? They raise kids as individuals that don't need the other person, don't care about nobody. So when your kids grow up and they feel like they shouldn't have to take care of your ass, remember, it was your mindset that created it. So I'm going to sit here and be happy in my marriage because I need my wife just as much as my wife needs me. So you want to keep going out there and going it alone? Do what you're going to do. Don't get mad at the results.